Hi, Dave Feldberg, Coastal Real Estate Group. I'm sitting here today with John Kerkes with State Farm. John, what happens if somebody hurts themselves at my house? Am I on the hook?
In most cases, no. Your homeowner's insurance is going to cover you. The only time it would be an issue is if it's an extremely large settlement above and beyond the limits on your policy. But there's two things that you'd be concerned about when it comes to injury on your property. The first is if you hire somebody. So if you hire a contractor, a handyman, somebody to maintain the yard out in your house, and they injure themselves, by California regulation, every homeowner's policy is going to include workers' compensation coverage. So in that aspect, you're covered. If somebody gets hurt, they're going to come after you for lost wages and so forth, or a workers' comp type claim, you are going to be covered under your homeowner's policy. That does apply specifically to like a primary residence policy. So, if it's your primary residence or secondary residence, if it's a rental or like a landlord policy, that could vary. It may not be in there. So you want to definitely double check that. I always recommend, of course, you do want to hire contractors who have their own insurance and are licensed. You don't want them to work on your property and rely on your policy to provide coverage for them. If, God forbid, they get injured, you find out the guy doesn't have insurance, you have that coverage, so you're covered there. The second thing you'd be concerned about as far as somebody getting injured on your property is going to be more of a liability claim. So if you have a crack in the sidewalk, or let's say your floor is wet, you have a guest over, they slip and fall, get severely injured, they're going to file a claim against you. Your personal liability coverage on your homeowner's policy is going to be what's going to provide that coverage. That's going to provide legal defense expenses and ultimately any type of settlement if there's a big settlement. It's not just inside the home though. That personal liability coverage on your homeowner's policy actually covers you really anywhere. So if you're walking your dog bites somebody, that's a really common claim that we'll see on that type of coverage. So that could be a situation where your liability coverage is going to provide coverage for you. Or if you're golfing and somebody gets hit by a golf ball that you hit, even if it was something by accident, chances are they're going to come after you, and that's something where your liability coverage could provide coverage for that. Most commonly, homeowners policies might include $300,000, $500,000 in coverage for that. If you, depending on your financial situation, you want to review that with your insurance agent, you may want more coverage than that.
Great. Hopefully it's never needed, but it's good to
course.
know that you're covered. Well, thank you.
Very welcome.
Dave Feldberg, Coastal Real Estate Group, and thank you. If you have any questions, give us a call.